So I was watching this, and he said this one thing about the show, Kill Tony, and he tries to say like it's a joke, but I go, maybe this is like an actual conspiracy going on here. Come to find out, the subreddits are all talking about this. I had no idea that this was an actual conspiracy coming through the Kill Tony sphere. Listen to what Doug says about this.
How many stories has Doug had in already? Do we know? It doesn't matter.
4, 5?
See, now you're copying my strategy.
Well,
I should have never said it out loud.
It doesn't matter. Look, they're all randomly pulled, right? So it could be 2 in a row, 3 in a row. If you submitted more stories, like I only had time to submit 3 stories today.
I want to know
See, this is what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I know what part's about to happen because this is what I was saying when we were watching the Netflix Live.
Exactly.
And I thought this when this comment happened.
The Netflix Live that YouTube had stricken down. They took away my fucking right to party that night. God damn it. We're still working on trying to get that live back up. But you did say this. This is very funny. Right now, I just think it's funny how this is that Mr. Bean shit that we're talking about. Doug doesn't even know that the stories are randomized. He just goes, oh, you're trying to take my strategy by like throwing you guys off on, because all the stories were mine. And Lewis is like, bro, you could have submitted 12 stories. They're all random. Like, what are you talking about? So this is what I just wanted to point that part out before we get into this. It's like, this is the level of like, I don't know, waywardness that Doug was on, if you want to call it that. Doug was just frolicking in a field somewhere in his mind. And like this shit was just happening around him. He was just like there, he just happened to be winning. Like,
I love that his choice is like, it looks like he's just got a bottle of wine.
He always is drinking like that. He always looks like Mr. Magoo. He has the craziest fucking suit on you've ever seen in your life every single time. It'll be like a bunch of fly fishing lures all printed around the whole fucking suit or something like that.
It's just part of his...
It's just his shtick. He dresses legitimately like a clown. And then he drinks crazy shit like bottles of wine and stuff. He's one of those old fags that he goes, I only drink one thing. It's like one of those kind of guys. But this is what I'm saying. This is like his level of retardation. He's literally a butterfly floating through this fucking game, dude.
I never said it out loud.
It doesn't matter. Look, they're all randomly pulled, right? So it could be 2 in a row, 3 in a row. If you submitted more stories, like I only had time to submit 3 stories today.
I want to know the behind the scenes. Like, how randomly are these drawn?
Why don't you ask your sexy girlfriend, Alex, Doug?
It's kind of like Kill Tony. Oh, really? The one guy with special needs and missing a fucking eye happens to be one of the 200 people that lined up. And
Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute here. I'm liking what I'm hearing. This is like, I bet you feel vindicated as fuck. Not that anyone was against you. The chat in that live was ready to suck your tits. I thought I was going to lose you to the chat that night. Every single one of them. You started saying your thoughts on Kill Tony. Everyone in the chat was like, Ashley's the best. She had the greatest opinion. She's the new host of the show. I go, fuck. No, I'm kidding. Of course. But no, you were spot on. Like when you were saying that for the Netflix special, it was very apparent that those were not random bucket pulls like that. And then they threw way too many like regulars and shit into the mix, right? It essentially was just like a Killers of Kill Tony show. That's what that is. Tony Hinchcliffe has a tour that he does with all the regulars and shit.
But then they should have just said it.
Exactly. They should have just done a Killers of Kill Tony special. That would have been more appropriate to the name because you could tell on that Netflix comedy special, Once Upon a Time in Austin or whatever that they named it. It was very apparent. None of the bucket pulls were random. They had, I think maybe out of the whole 2.5 hour special, I think there was maybe 3 or 4 bucket pulls max. Like everyone else was regulars. They gave Roseanne Barr an extended set. Harlan Williams comes up there dressed like the Jewish leprechaun or some shit like that. You're like, what the fuck is even happening? It was terrible to watch.
It was.
The fact that YouTube took that down is a disgrace to fair use media everywhere. You know what I mean? You're really gonna take that episode down for this dog shit? Really? Okay. And Netflix paid. If I was an exec at Netflix, I'd be fucking pissed. Like, you guys brought us back this? We just dropped $140 million on you. You guys brought us this? The fuck? Why is Roseanne Barr so drunk? And who the fuck is Rob Schneider? You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, what is even happening here? The execs at Netflix are like 25. They don't know who the fuck Rob Schneider is. Now listen to this. I love Doug fucking coming out with this shit.
The behind the scenes, like how randomly are these drawn?
Why don't you ask your sexy girlfriend Alex, Doug?
It's kind of like Kill Tony. Oh, really? The one guy with special needs and missing a fucking eye happens to be one of the 200 people that lined up. And he leads to his death. Oh, no, it's completely random.
If you saw
Like
the
these
other
questions.
199 people, you'd understand how
I
that guy
have.
got pulled.
I have, he says. He goes, I have, trust me. I was, that every time that Doug has ever been on Kill Tony, they pull him out of the same alleyway that the fucking, that the signups are standing. And he's like sleeping like under some like newspapers or something. They go, Doug, you ready? You're on the panel tonight. No, you don't have to sign up for the bucket. You just, we're going to just bring you right on stage.
He's been on Kill Tony.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I've never seen this person.
Yeah, no, I know. No, but it's just funny that Tony is like, dude, look at that face Tony has on him right now. Jesus Christ. Is that not the guiltiest guy you've ever seen in your entire life? Tony looks like Woody from Toy Story right now, dude. It's crazy. He looks like Woody from Toy Story. He looks like as if Woody from Toy Story accidentally got caught by Andy. You know what I mean? Like if Andy walked in the room and Woody was like still standing and he goes, oh shit. This is like the same face that he would have right here. He goes, you got me. Dude, this is fucking hilarious. What is YouTube doing right now? Stop. It's like fucking with me so much. You gotta watch. Watch when Doug's really explaining this. Tony is getting uncomfortable over there in the background. This is so rich, dude.
Tony. Oh, really? The one guy with special needs and missing a fucking eye
Look at Tony.
happens to be one of the 200 people that lined up. And he leads to his death. Oh, no, it's completely random.
If you saw
Like
the
these
other
questions.
199 people, you'd understand how
I
that guy
have.
got pulled.
I've been out there signing autographs with them while you're fucking feeding off the backs of the poor.
Feeding off the backs of the poor. You know, it's funny because not a lot of people do consider that. Like they look at Kill Tony as if it's like this gracious opportunity, right? But nobody thinks about the fact that there's 235 other people just sitting out there, half of them with mental disabilities and physical disabilities, in an alleyway, you know, just hanging out, all ruining the town. You know, all of them are like smoking weed and drinking pints of liquor back there and shit. Probably trash all the fuck over. Like when that shit first started, like really banging out, and there was like legitimately 200 people there back in the alleyway, the city got pissed. Austin was like, bro, you cannot just have 300 homeless people hanging out in fucking 6th Street. This is nuts. They go, no, it's Kill Tony. They go, we don't care. They look homeless. Get them out of here. You know what I mean? They go, get them out of here. So then they started like funneling them into the bars and shit that are next to there. Now imagine being one of the bartenders that works at those bars, right? And every Sunday night, the bar just gets fucking slammed with nothing but broke fucking open micers that are ordering cups of water. You have to be, it's the worst, it's your worst nightmare.
You think that's what they're doing?
I fucking guarantee it. You think these fucking open mic schmucks got money like that? Like 90% of them are broke as fuck. You know it. You know it. Like, and then isn't it, to Doug's point, right? Isn't it kind of ironic that like every time Tony gets like a decent interview, the guy's like, oh, I'm a fucking mechanical engineer at Google. Or I'm like, I happen to have 30,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I mean? It's like always something that is there, right? Oh, what's that? You have like a rare case of muscular dystrophilia that like only 1% of the cases in the world have? And your father's a comic? Like, it's like, whoa, what are the odds, you know? Every time. Every fucking time. I thought this was very nice. I got to give it up. Look at Doug right here.